Hola, 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 my beautiful people. How are you? It's Saturday and it's Serendipity Saturday. I love that word, serendipity. I think I was like, I don't know, it was like in first or second grade, maybe third grade. And there were different books that, you were reading in language arts or in the reading class. And this is like back in the olden days. And there was one that was called Serendipity. And I wanted to read that book so bad. And then I'm kind of like, I don't think I was that impressed with all the little stories that we read in the Serendipity edition. Yeah. But anyway, so I hope you'll be at least impressed with today's reading. It is a Serendipity Saturday. Here is some smudge. Smudging you first. And then now I'm going to smudge me. I'm always funny about smudging my hands. I'm going to smudge my mouth so that I allow divine truth to come through. And then let's smudge our cards. And it's noontime-ish, something like that. I heard the noon whistle, the weather. I guess it's like they blow it on Saturdays as a practice at noon. And so I was like, it's time for a reading. And it just took me a couple of minutes to get that together. So, I don't know. I just felt like we needed a reading today. And I was originally thinking, I'll just do a one-card draw. And I'm like, no, we need to do a little bit of a reading. And so I got a client coming in, but I thought, well, we're going to do, okay, this card's sticking up, so you obviously want to talk, right? And let's see if there we go. There's one. Oh, almost. I was like, was that a slip of the tongue there? I don't know. And we'll just go for this next one. A, B. Okay, I don't know. Because it like smothered back into the deck. So I was like, oh, okay. Thought that one was going to pop out. There we go. All right, so make sure there's nothing else. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. There's our last one. Okay, so, okay, I'm laughing as I'm looking at this. So we're using the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. I think that's his name. Yeah, Kyle Gray. There's the box. I'll just kind of have it off to the side. A lot of people love this deck. It's a really friendly deck. Very cool way that it helps you interpret the vibration. So let's look at the energy coming in. And we see it as the White Witch. And man, it's upside down. So I giggle with that because it's like, yeah, we're trying to be the light, but people aren't ready for the light. We are trying to be the light, but people are not ready. Some people are not ready. It's kind of like when people say that you're, what is that word? Extra? You're very extra. No, you're very basic. So people aren't digging the extra in your light. They're not digging it because it's something that they're not ready for. No harm, no foul. It's not like you're a bad person. Don't punish yourself. It's they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. Remember that word yet. Okay, so what's your obstacle on that is that you are ready to rock and roll. You are ready to let light shine. You're ready to allow love to flow. And again, we're going back to the fact that you may be ready and you're in that place, but some people on your team, and I meaning that metaphorically, are not ready for all this love and light. They're not ready for it. That's something and I'm getting in this, it's that sometimes it's not that people are negative or people are, evil or whatever. It's more about they're not ready to feel good. They're not ready to feel love. And you're like, who would not be ready to feel love? Well, trust me, there's a lot of people out there that don't think that they're worthy of it. So they struggle when people are full of love and light. They struggle with people that are full of love and light. It makes them feel uncomfortable sometimes. Now, If our rock and rolling is going to be what's the obstacle, then what is our help? Our help is that we're not going to change. We're not going to lower our standards to fulfill those needs of others that are not ready. We're going to continue on, and we're going to be able to love and love from afar and just let that love flow in and out. So it's regardless of how other people are viewing life, we're not going to be greatly affected by it. They just think we're extra. And that's okay. Totally okay. We're not extra. We're just full of love and light. And sometimes people don't get that and they don't like that. All right, so what can we do with this energy? We can take this energy and we can recharge with it. So I'm going to tell you a little antidote here. In Reiki, when we, in a second degree and above, we can do this thing called distance healing or remote healing. And sometimes, well, like I'll pick a random thing. The war in Ukraine, whatever. And I'll be sending Reiki to, heal those wounds, right? Well, if by the law of correspondence, I'm sending out that energy, and then if they choose to accept it, wonderful. And if they don't choose to accept it, I always have a plan B. And that's usually something that involves me, or that I can personally measure. Okay. So when you are sending out love and light, and you're asking by the law of correspondence, my higher self talks to your higher self, right? And your higher self agrees, and then that healing is received. But if your higher self says, "Now we're good," that energy's got to go to another place. And so when I look at this card of Hermit, and it says retreat and recharge. So when you send out healing, even if you're not a Reiki practitioner, you're sending out love and light, ask that whatever is not used by the universe, allow it to flow back to me. That's what this card means to me. That as you are doing your role, your part, sending out love and light, healing, trust, faith, authenticity, whatever, and people choose to accept it or not choose to accept it, allow what is not being utilized to return to yourself, to recharge your own vessel. Did you hear me? To recharge your own vessel so you can continue on with your mission. Okay? Really cool card. I'm always like, yeah, just embrace that. When that card comes through, it means that you're doing good stuff. But you just need to stop and do a little bit of retreat and recharge, rejuvenate who you are, what you're doing, and your vibe. I love this last card because remember at the when I was like shuffling up the cards, and I said, "Is there one more card for the message?" And the card flew out. Of course, it didn't hit the table, it hit the ground. But this is the card here. And this is the great teacher. This is our, who I consider to be my mentor, to be my spiritual guru, to be my spiritual guru. So I look at Big J, look at Yeshua here. And what I'm looking at is, and he says to learn from spiritual experiences. And I'm going to say it like this. Hone your discernment that you recognize the spiritual experience in all. So peace, love, and happiness, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will be doing some live broadcast over Sunday night, Sunday evening, Sunday night, Monday throughout the day. I'm going on one of my little retreats. And so I want to share my retreat with you a little bit, some of it, not all of it, but some of it. So peace, love, and harmony again. I'm going to be doing Reiki tomorrow morning, but I'm going to be doing it from my office and not from the lake. I have some really early clients to see, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to make it from the lake here on time. So peace, and I'll see you here in the morning if you want to get up and do some Reiki with me. Bye.